Hello and welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Show. Now, we've seen all kinds of questions, all kinds of demands when you're dating, when you're in a relationship, but this one is just peculiar. Here we go. Hi, Benjamin. I am asking for a friend. Always a good way to start. Can never be me. She's working. Her boyfriend has not been working for the past 2 years. He has been promised a job in Dubai. So he is telling the lady to get pregnant for him as security. Then he will be sending money for her upkeep. Hey, wait. That kind of, it looks like a barter trade right here, and you're being told to your face.
And I don't know where this philosophy came from. That become pregnant so that I'm sure you'll wait for me.
Yes, it's sort of like that's the only way I am sure that you and I will be together.
How did we get here as a generation where we trivialize getting a human being to this world? Now, you get a baby for me as a compliment. Nimembebea mtoto.
Yes.
They put it like,
yes,
he gave me a ball.
Yes.
You know, I trusted you. If I did not trust you, would I get pregnant for you?
Yes.
The language about it, as I told you, they call it a ball.
Yes.
And without knowing, they have made it a game, just like the ball is a game.
Yeah.
Others put it as paged, a page. The way you open a page. Everything about it is casualized, and even the symbolism being used.
Yes.
The other day, I think I was telling a friend, I don't know what generation is coming up. From where I stand as a social practitioner who deals with this space of personal life,
Yes.
the children who are being born now, nobody's thinking about them. People are thinking about everything else happening in their life
Other than
the person they're bringing into the world. Look at the casualness. No, you were a deposit to make sure somebody will get another one. I mean, we do not reverse to ask, what if I was the one being born in a setting like that? This child is just a human being like me.
yeah.
We are so selfish, short-sighted, emotional, that we are selling off our future because of what is happening here. One lady wrote me, oh, I'm 32, I'm beautiful, I can hold a conversation, I don't know why guys are not approaching me. And as I told you, I've developed another question that was never necessary there before.
Oh.
Do you have a child? Because nearly. The same
I can hold a conversation.
The same
even
casualness
Okay.
about children
Yes.
is the same casualness they have about what getting a child changes you into.
That's true.
A woman who is awakened will tell you I'm also a mother. That counts when you come out there. You have spent being a mother, having a child is a place. It's not just a thing you did somewhere.
No.
So I got a child. She's 10 years, and the mother is the child is 10. But I was married that time.
Ah, yeah, okay.
You know, you feel me.
I do. I was like, okay,
You know,
married?
at 22, you were already married and getting a child. But it came out later, some years later. Now,
So you know, even the married here was not really marriage, it's what we call marriage. That we are living together.
Look at the casualness.
Yeah.
Look at the casualness.
Yes.
So the casualness, and I was asking her, so you think that means nothing? From early years of your life, that chunk, that definitive period of growing was into so-called marriage, so-called this, and you're here saying, how come guys are not approaching me?
Yeah.
So Aska, tell me now, what kind of, describe the profile of the guy you expect
to
approach you.
Okay.
Let me know what you're looking for. Let me know, are you expecting fresh young men who are coming from a period of growth and discipline and self-control and waiting to approach you and marry you? Okay, this generation likes saying, don't judge me, only God can judge me.
Hey, Zulu, I'm sorry for the things you have to go through. Oh, goodness. Oh, my God.
You're young and messed up. You should be divorced when you're somewhere midlife, not this young.
Yeah.
And again, what we are discussing today is a growth of the same symptom.
Mm-hmm.
Casualizing what God, treating as casual what God made to be sacred. The place, he said in Malachi, that they may bring forth godly offspring. Do not despise the way of your youth. His aim was for us to bring children in a setting that at least does not introduce them to battles. Mwikali, whatever you do, you better not get children. Better not get children. There's not an offense not getting children. Don't birth children to battles. Life itself is a battle.
That's true.
There's enough war. Even when you bring a child right, they have to deal with the harsh world.
Yes, that's true.
They have to deal with the economy.
Yes.
They have to deal with the COVID.
Yes.
There's enough, but let's stop bringing our children up to battles. Don't get a child to prove a point.
No.
That you love somebody, you can wait for them. So this conversation is an offshoot of the pathology of our era. You know?
Yeah.
I would have asked that so-called friend many questions. Why are you dating a person for 2 years who has no job? What should they be looking for? Is it a woman or work?
And now you want children on top of that.
Adam was given work first,
Yes.
then woman next.
Yes.
At what point did we interchange this? If you have been supporting him, you yourself babysitting.
Yeah.
Of course, he knows he doesn't measure up. That's why he's looking for ways to tie your leg.
Absolutely.
He knows as soon as you're out, you will see the truth. Once he steps out, you'll see the truth. And this story of get pregnant for me also comes from the fact that you are sleeping together. You're also a reckless woman. Mm-hmm. If you are not having sex, nobody will talk about children. How? Are you going to send a Joe Gabriel? I already told you I'm dating celibate until married.
Yes.
Many times by the people by the time they draw those things, disrespectful things of get pregnant for me, it's because you have already compromised once.
Yeah.
Once you compromise once, they can push the boundaries next.
Yes.
The story of get a child for me, whenever you hear it, ask yourself, let me put myself in the shoes of that child. Into what place am I placing them in this world? What kind of birthing, what kind of startup, what kind of preparation, what kind of environment, what kind of am I bringing them to?
Yeah.
And is this person thinking that one day both of us will be out of the picture? That child now will be out here struggling with identity, struggling with what wrong did I do that I was so abandoned, struggling with how come nobody cares about me. We have even made trending dramas about the baby daddy, baby mama.
Yeah.
And we even enjoy the entertainment without thinking about the child caught in between. The couple, the playing couple, is still in the Nick Quach captures. What would happen? There's no Ryan, it's just a fictional character.
Yeah.
But we have many Ryans in real life.
Many.
You know?
Many.
And the energy between the parents is exactly what this guy. Why do we relate with it? Because you know it's true.
It is true.
But if it was not, we wouldn't relate.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
That level of strife and wrangle, what does it do to the poor child? I was telling my friend, we no longer need successful people, Mwikali, by the way. This world does not need stars anymore. We don't need stars. We have enough superstars. We have enough celebs. We have the greatest of all time. We have got too many of them, more than we can eat and butcher. Everybody is trying to look for stardom. This world has enough stars. Now we need healers. Now we need lovers. We need storytellers. Our children no longer have anybody to tell them stories. Who is there to read storybooks for children in the morning? Is they hang on your knee, sing songs? Who is there anymore to be there and grow with our children. What is needed? Those who have been asking, which career is the best? Here is your career.
Tell them.
Become a storyteller.
Yeah.
Become a healer.
Yes.
Become a person who emanates life. My generation is very selfish, and they are bred a children. There's a crop coming up, Mwikali. It's a generation of children coming up that were born into strife and emptiness. And they will be bitter and lost and confused and violent. It is possible if you don't do anything, this country will become unmanageable. There will be crime, revolutions, and youth and juvenile delinquency, minor crime for minor age group. Will be too much that you need to build more prisons for children, more rehabilitation centers. The stories you are hearing today is how children are being born overall now.
Oh, goodness.
Generally now, that's how people are getting children. They moved in together because they got pregnant. They do, and then they have to deposit the children in nowadays grandparents also do one nonsense.
No, they don't. No, they do not.
There before it was trendy that you leave it to the mother. Nowadays the mothers are just people like us. They say, hey, what are we talking about?
Yeah, please.
Nowadays they are assertive. They say, ukibeba mzigo wako, kaa na mzigo wako. They have actually come up with slogans that they are telling each other, even in barazas. So people go to college, mess around, they get kids, and take home, go back to. Parents are saying, I love you very much, but not that much. If you get a child, sit down, take babysit, then when they can walk, carry, and now go back and continue with your defy your studies, carry your cross so that you know how life works. Because those children who are brought up by grandmothers, who, when grandmother had lost the stamina to raise a child, they did not also get a parental. Many of these mothers are already tired. They don't have the energy to raise anybody. You know,
that's true.
They don't have the energy.
That's true.
They can only stay with the child who is going to school, who knows how to eat on their own. Say, keep them here and send your food every month. There's a worker there. I'm just giving you a house. I don't have time for that. You know, no, me, I wanted a peaceful life. Now I'm in my empty nest. Don't fill my nest. I've already emptied. I did my part. Do your part.
Yes.
If you think your mother is an option, even if I get pregnant, I'll take back to. Can you forget it? These mothers have been awakened, and those who are remaining, I'm awakening them to stop Don't get in the way of karma. Mamas, listen to me. Don't interrupt these people's karma. Let them plant, let them reap, because they leave you the first child, they go get another one, go get another one, because they did not feel the consequence. That interruption, being forced to sit and babysit, can register something. Can make them change their ways. So don't become so loving that you know, even if you are still young, you have your life. The best you can do is to give them a house that has no house rent. So there's a house at home that you will not pay rent. Now you pay your house help. Send the food. And do your parenting. That's as far as my help can go. Otherwise, I have my life. I have my cows. I have my chama. I have my afternoon days excuse.
That's true.
You know? Okay, so it is an offshoot of a present crisis, an upcoming generation that is being brought up by greedy, selfish, emotional, short-sighted generation that doesn't care about who they're bringing forth and into what kind of setting. And I pray and I hope that we begin to wake up and think ahead and think strong. Would I want to be born into the circumstances I'm giving this child? Would I want that? You have already seen the world. How not being given identity and security and something to hang on and hope and protection and provision. Hey, you've tasted it. Why would you want to put a child there? You've seen how people are looking for identity in shisha, in a bottle, looking for acceptance in bang, cannabis, looking for acceptance in lesbianism, pornography, looking for anything clinging to anxiety, and how now our mental institutions, cameras should start going there. Those who are looking, content creation, can you go for that content there? Please, can you stop focusing on the obvious? Can somebody go to Mathare and try to talk to those people? They have moments of, not all of them are sick. They can tell you how they got here. Many people in mental facilities, it's because of parent home wrangles at home, emotional injury, psychological disturbance because somebody gave birth to them without thinking. Okay? So what shall you do then? If a person brings up that discussion, you shall do a soul search and repent.
Yes, sir.
The moment somebody goes as far in their path of disrespect as to suggest
Yes.
that you should not only get a child outside marriage,
Yes.
but that you should actually it's a hook,
It's a hook.
to keep you around for them.
Yes.
You shall repent and ask a few of your friends, what sin did I do that I attracted this kind of characters to come so far as to pee in my sitting room? I mean, what did I wrong my ancestors? Do I need to cleanse myself?
Oh my
You
goodness.
need to ask yourself, where did you drag this character from?
Yeah.
Because they have already come through several levels of disrespect to get here. The time they are peeing in your sitting room, they're already in your house. How did they get in? You know, at what point did I present myself as that kind of person? You know, either they are insane, they're just talking to a person they're seeing as a passerby. They don't know me, they're just shouting a drunk person, calling people names as they pass. Maybe that is one possibility. In philosophy, you always give two cases.
Yes.
Even the drunk insane person is shouting, get a child for me, get a child for me. They don't know who they're talking to.
Yes.
Or in reality, I have behaved in a manner.
To suggest.
So your only response to those kind of conversations shall be, I am sorry.
Yeah.
Don't explain. Leave it there.
Okay.
And then go and examine yourself. How did I lose my senses that much for a person to think of me this way? And if they try to follow up after you've disappeared, not all breakups need a last conversation. The disrespect is enough closure.
Fire.
Please.
Yes.
There's a kind of disrespect that by itself,
Nisawa.
you know,
Closure enough.
you know.
Yes.
And because you have said I am sorry and blocked and shut out and disappeared, they try to look out through, I don't know, for a month later, they're looking for you. Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, sorry. I realized there was a mistaken identity. There was a problem of
Mteja wa
identity.
nambari uliopiga
The-
hapatikani kwa sasa. Not available.
I realized actually you were talking to the wrong person. And I did not want to complain because I was the one who misintroduced myself. I had given the wrong who I am.
Yes.
By the time you get to a point of suggesting such a thing, there's a picture you have of me that does not exist.
Yes.
Let me give you a quick preview of my life.
Allah.
Not only children, even sex, I want it inside marriage. In the past, I might have been a different person. Perhaps I didn't even got a child before I waken up. Perhaps because I may not be a virgin. But since waking up and realize who I want to be and the energy I want to live on this earth and my mark on earth, part of my thing is if I can't get the child inside marriage, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'll not introduce another pain to an already painful world.
Yes.
I have tasted life, and I'll not be so reckless and vengeful as to become selfish. And in the same confusion where perhaps I was also gotten.
Yeah.
You arrive and people say, oops, you are here. You know,
That was an oops, baby.
and now you're treated as an oops. Okay, we had not counted it as we cooked. You know the way the guest arrives too late. You know,
Oh, God.
and then we're given plate is passed around. Can you everybody one spoon? Put one spoon there. Somebody has come and we had not anticipated. That's what people are doing for you. They're not prepared for you. They are adjusting. It's okay. Sometimes children can surprise you, but when you are already prepared and in marriage,
Yeah.
you can say perhaps God knew will not cooperate with the prior notice.
Wait.
You will not call the child
Yes.
a surprise. You will not even let them know.
Yeah.
You will know God will give me the grace.
Yes.
Then quickly you adjust your finances. There's a lot of money involved with raising child right.
Actually, that's true. That's very true. Very true.
When you announce you're pregnant,
Yes.
you're announcing the mortgage has been approved.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You know, this child, I want by the time they get there to be where financially? Where do they want? Many of us were raised in debts, deficits, to take care of our younger siblings, to educate our siblings, to build a house for our parents, to deficits, government help loan, Tala loan, deficits. By the time we freed ourselves from deficit, we are 40.
That's true.
Do you want to bring a child in a situation like that?
No.
You've seen how harassing mobile loans are.
Yes.
Those people call you like thieves. They send you messages up. You can't even sleep. From strange numbers. Even when the loan is not due or you just may be pushed by 10 days ahead, they're already panicking. And it's petty money. You wonder how many people have been paid? This is only 2,000. How many people are they paying to follow up 2,000? I mean, where are we?
Yeah.
After you've experienced that, Mikali, did you swear, I'll make sure I don't add another person to this situation? Did you think? And say, God, help me not to forget. I want, if I have to experience it in my generation, let me be the last person.
Yeah.
By the time I bring another person here, I will have cleared a path for them.
Yes.
And as soon as, the more they're approaching, the more I'm putting my life forward. The more they're in class 3, I'm looking at which best school to take them. How can I adjust my life? How can I adjust my life? I want to journey with them. By the time I release them to the world, I'll have given them a fighting chance.
Yes. Yes.
Mikali, some of us were not given a fighting chance.
That's fine.
We were handed a baton when it is tailing by 100 meters. At what point can I win that relay? Can I handle, even if Usain Bolt was a good runner, when it's a 4x4 and the 3 other guys have run badly, he can't win.
Yeah.
I'm handing a baton to my children.
Yes.
What position is it? Have I fought? Or did they just come staggering drunk? I've already been lapped severally. Then I'm handing. And now, is there a fighting chance there?
No.
However good runner they were, let me do my best and hand them something good, and they say, you dealt me a good hand. It may not have been perfect, but you did. Let me do the same to my next generation. That's how you see today, some people are being spared the harassment of life because the previous generations handed them a better baton.
Yeah.
Can we do the same? Can we be thoughtful about sex, about relationships, about pregnancy? Can we get more serious? So next time a person proposes something like that, repent yourself. And say you were lost. You found yourself among the bleating of sheep.
Yes.
You thought you were a lion. How come? I only hear sheep here. Don't complain. Why are you bleating? That's their nature. You ask yourself, where am I?
Yes.
Is this the lion's den? Is this our place? No. Then go looking for your tribe. Run. Yeah. Don't look for one more conversation.
No. No.
That's the limit about get a child so that I can sure you wait for me.
Yes, you wait for me. And then when I go there, I'll be sending you money for upkeep.
It's a veiled insult.
It is.
That I can't trust you.
Yeah.
That I have to make it impossible for you to do anything else.
Yeah.
Mikali, where there is no trust, there is no love. I told you about layers that build up to true love.
Yep.
The first layer that builds to true love, we said it is life. Can you live on your own? Do not disguise love as dependency. Looking for somebody to carry you, then you're calling it love. Have you journeyed to a point where you can live life? And you can afford a breakup. Breakups are expensive and you need to pay for them. One way to pay for them is to live on your own.
Yes.
Some people can't live because they can't afford the breakup. They can't afford to be left because they can't stand on their own.
Yeah.
They have no existence on their own. That's the first condition. The second condition is respect. That the person treat you with honor and dignity and courtesy and civility. By the time a person can lift their hand and slap you or call you vulgar names, what are you doing together? There's no respect there.
Yeah.
Before you talk of love, always remember, is this person respectful towards me? Do they honor my person? Do they treat me right? Do they, even when I've upset them, upsetting is inevitable. Can they respect me, or they can diarrhea words without caring?
Yeah.
Can even threaten violence or carry out violence. And the last thing before you get to the true love is trust. Does this person have the ability to rest in trust? That I will do right even without them policing me? Some people don't trust you because they don't have the ability to rest. You cultivate that ability. It's a form of faith.
Okay.
Faith sounds easy, but it's not easy. It's resting, confident that you will do right, even when I'm not there to police you.
Absolutely.
Believing me, having faith in me,
Yeah.
and giving me the benefit of the doubt, allowing me to prove you wrong. It's taking a risk. There's no love without risk. If you can't risk trusting anybody, don't bother relationships. They involve risk.
That's true.
They involve me getting out of sight, and you're not there panicking, calling me every time to check who I'm talking. You're not just checking, scrolling, asking this, asking the other. You need to get busy. I mean, does not mean you are completely ignorant. Of course, you are alert should anything show itself.
Yeah.
But you are not there panicking. Always I'm on your mind. Always I'm on your mind. You don't even have you don't have the ability to concentrate, and I'm out of sight.
Yes.
The third precondition is, does this person possess the ability really to rest in trust that I'll do right without being policed? And do they call because they want to check on me, or they call because they want to check me?
Ooh.
What is the motive of calling? Put videos so I see where you are, who you are with.
Okay.
Was that checking how I'm doing, or I'm checking who I am with, whether I'm doing mischief?
Yeah.
You want to check, you want a person who has the capacity. And again, let's say this, marriage is not for every beautiful person, every handsome person. Everybody you fall forward does not always qualify for marriage. It requires some capabilities that are not natural. The capabilities that are not natural.
That is so true.
If they did not take the time to develop them, and that's what I was telling this girl. So for the last 10 years or so of your life, you have never been growing, and you're here wondering, how come nobody can see me? I hope nobody sees you. You need time. You're too presumptuous. You've wasted critical time, and there will be consequences. My friend, continue wishful thinking.
Yeah.
The period you wasted, you must develop these capabilities. Part of what you needed to be developing early in your life is the ability to trust.
Yes.
You needed to partner with people so that you can know who is reliable, who is not reliable. You needed to interact with people, know what are the signs that this person, I can give them my million shillings and rest. Until you've learned to trust people with money, you can't know how to trust with your life.
That's true.
Don't rush to trust people with your life before you have done life to know what kind of people should I trust with my money. Trust with my secrets. Trust with my information. So it's to say, this person is otherwise telling you that they don't have the ability to trust you. Again, remember, because you are trusting does not mean you trust everyone. It means you have the ability to do aptitude tests or trustability.
Allah.
On a person.
Okay. Okay.
I am a trusting person, which means if you win the test, if you look like I can believe you, I'll give you a measure of belief, and I will, if we work together, I'll let you go around with the car.
Yes.
So far I've seen you not run away with it. But I've also calculated, if you run away with it, I've insured. You know, some people you are friends, but you don't trust their manner of driving, so you don't want them to carry you.
That's true.
Because if they carry you, to keep interceding.
Yeah. You're holding the brakes on behalf of them.
It's like they have a silent death wish. So, because you have the ability to trust does not mean you blankly trust everyone. It means you let people. You let people to progressively prove themselves, and then deal with them as you grow with your child. You let them carry the cup first. One time they drop a cup. You keep them at the level of the cup until they can graduate to flask, until they can graduate to putting on the gas, until they can graduate to, until they can. You graduate them as they prove themselves. That's part of parenting. Life requires that progressive ability to believe people and take risks, measured risks, to let them grow with it. Yes.
You know, looking at this question. And this scenario by itself, it has happened so many times. And most of the time it will be, that was the only way that we were going to be together. You know, we have a bond now. And I like how you paraphrased this question for all of us to understand, and how you ended. So you get to write this question all over again. And this was Zulu's version of that question. The one for, I am going and I need to get you pregnant so that I can know we are together, and then I'll pay for your upkeep. So, let me get you pregnant before I leave, so I'm sure you'll wait for me. I can't trust your words. I don't trust your promise. I think given a chance you'll leave. So let me tie you like a cow. Let me cage you. I don't trust you now. How romantic is that? Adios.